Set aside suicide, make success yours, learn answers and convert obstacles into stepping stones, problems to gifts, failures into successes, challenges into success ideas, sorrows into happiness, adversities into opportunities, setbacks into comebacks, hurdles to springboards. Henceforth, peace and happiness will embrace you. Keep seeing the messages, YouTube videos, hashtag Nirmal Total Reversal, Sunset Master, External Boss at JPN, Twitter at MB Nirmal, History of ExNoRa Innovators International. It's a non-political, non-profit, non-casteist, non-religious, non-communist, non-racist, non-colorist, non-genderist, non-language fanatic, non-inhumanist. You can call it a concept, innovative methods, down-to-earth activities or organization with satellite organizations. Excellent novel, radical. Excellent means extraordinary. Novel means new. Radical means transformative. Is now, extra new now in the solid-based history, renowned best practice history of India. So it was actually started 88, but commissioned to do 89. You can see it ensure these three qualities: thoughts, words, action, and innovative. So we all, starts with a spark. The spark came to me when we were forced to buy a house in a slum. Before that, you must know background. You see another video about our family. So today's worth, the properties must be at least 1 lakh crores. We are the richest in the Changalpur district too. But when as youth, we lost everything. The fate was we should move to a house surrounded by slums. This is a condition there. And our relatives were shell-shocked. In fact, my aunt came crying and said, "Can't you go to a better place?" So, this sparks God sends you. What we lost, the property value is huge, but what I gained is something I don't think any physical property can compensate. I had a spark, it's what you call Buddha. You get enlightenment. I got enlightenment. I told her, "Aunt, definitely can't go to a better place. I certainly can make this place better. I promise you," I told her. And you want to see how it got transformed? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. The house, same house became like this, wrapped by plants, greenery. This is what ExNoRa first. And the road, a photo was taken from home, open toilet, cattle, sewage pool, sewage stream, unhygienic public water fountain, cow dung pile, garbage mountain, all these things. So you want to see how it became? Became like this. It didn't have any trees. There's social forest there. This is the condition. Toilet, free for all, open. People are using the street edge. You can see the public water fountain right in the old toilet behind. So, with the corporation support, I constructed a toilet. But I found, to my horror, that people not still using the toilet which was created for them. So when I asked them why you don't use it, they said, "We are 1,000, but there are only 5 rooms, 5 cubicles. We can't wait, that's what they said." Then I understood they need some diversion. So they came the idea called Joylet. We kept a carrom board, books to read, newspapers, 3-in-1 for music, bench to sit, wash basin for hand wash. It's a big success, but still there's a problem. I'll tell you what was that. This Joylet picture. So people take a token, wait for the turn. Until then, they'll have a diversion. We kept a small shelf. From that, they can take books and read. The problem was children still answering call of nature outside. So how to know it? We asked the children. They said they're afraid to go alone inside the cubicle with the walls, 3 sides, 1 side door. Parents are gone to earn livelihood. So we found that the only way is to create a toilet minus walls. We call it toplet. So the children were comfortable. They didn't have fear. We don't fear to walk on the road. So you see a toplet. You can call it diaslet. But still, some children wouldn't buy this idea. So whenever somebody doesn't agree to what we say, we need to do an introspection and change your question, change your approach. So what I did was, I just changed the spelling of the word toilet. Spelling T-O ILET. The change, the rest is history. You see what's toilet, TOYLET. The walls are attractively painted. We had rocking horse, swan, and all. The shelf is called Toy Joy. The rich children, when they get new toy, old toy, big, discard it. So this all we collected and kept it. The evolution of toilet, whatever I told you, is all there. So the particular place in front of my house, would anyone call this road Indian Express Road? You want to know how it became? See, this all just a man had so many houses. We had our bus transport, dairy farm. We donated land and building for school and hospital. Vinababa was given 5 acres by my grandfather. But this was my plight. But you see how this place became a meeting place here, Mr. Mayor, Master addressing. So the same place, what you saw, toilet, and that became like this. This is near Nana Gopi, Radio City, and we had a joint program of tree planting. This road, again, I'm going back to this photo. It became like this, Mas Subramanian Mayor. The other way we are seeing it. And again, we started a thing called Paperman. And actually now we are also Paperwoman. So here, came and inaugurated it. It's about 20 years ago. So the same place, it became like this. So the point is, nothing is impossible. So our house, when I was in my native place, listed by Kamarajar, Bhaktochalam, MGR, Shivaji, Jayalalitha, and everybody. But Giriyappa Road, I had only thugs and rowdies. But one luck laughed at me. Mr. V. Giri, one of the illustrious son of our nation, after retirement as president, he came and settled in a road, Giri Road, the road after his name, his name. He made an announcement, he wants to start Clean Madras movement. So I went and met him. Then himself, one Mr. R.R. Dalawai, Megan and myself became conveners for Clean Madras project. And we, such a humble person, in a car, he fitted a speaker. The top, we go to slum and all, we are propagating. Then I thought that it was hardly sufficient. The first ever news published about ExNoRA, you can see 1988 November. My great friend, one of the wonderful media person, G. Anandakrishnan, he used to come in his motorbike every day. He wanted to know what we are doing in the IUB Thanabet. I said we are going to start, because I returned from Hong Kong. I was full of ideas, what I saw in Hong Kong, which was writing in Savi, Nirmal Pakam. So Hindu, all people wrote. It's all about ExNoRA, all the paper wrote. So I wanted this to be inaugurated in the 28th October 89. Sorry, the 20th April 89. The person whom I thought should inaugurate was N. Ram. Because N. Ram was my college days hero. So when I was studying in Pachepas, he was a student of Loyola. It's a cricket match, Tarapur Cup, very prestigious. The final, as usual, Loyola and Pachepas. Pachepas is the most favorite. Odds were 80-20. Only thing hope was Milkha Singh, AG Milkha Singh for Loyola. So when Loyola lost 4 wickets, Pachepas was sure to win at the time. 4th wicket down, one young boy came. Very fair complexion. People said Hindu family. So that's why he was given chance in Loyola team. So we are going to win Pachepas. You know what I'm trying to say? Many things we presume and come to wrong conclusion. On the day, Pachepas did not win because of N. Ram. He gave stand to Milkha Singh. I think he scored a century. Milkha Singh double century. The fastest bowlers of Pachepas, whatever they all went in vain. Ram stood, stood between Pachepas and the victory. So I changed my mind. I decided not to believe anybody who just passed comments. Swaminathan, food secretary, supposed to be very honest person. Then this was ExNoRA International. Correct the date as 28th April 89. And then we wanted practical launch. So this happened on 26th June 89. Our family always was a Congress party, Congress family. Congress means I'm not talking today's Congress, the freedom struggle. They all participated. So the state I told you about Kamaraj, all Congress leaders came, Jyoti, except one minister, all ministers of Kamaraj, ministry include Kakkanji, Maradam Chandrasekhar, central minister, all came to us. So DMK was not our cup of tea, but I watched Stalin, who became MLA, young person, very dynamic. So I thought I must start this action of ExNoRa through him. But very cleverly, I didn't do it in my road because I would have failed, definitely. I chose some place safer, Adayar. I gave Adayar name. So the Minister Veerapandi Armu came and Mr. Stalin also came. The idea was, this is the first time ever that initiative was made, that we converted a fish cart to cycle cart, and the boy was appointed as street beautifier. Don Bosco NBLM provided us the rag pickers. So the door-to-door trash collection, first time ever started in India, and I would say even the world, because we were covered left and right by all the newspapers globally, including New York Times, Singapore Straight, Hong Kong, South China Morning Post, all the papers. So I understood that something different we are doing, where the people are taking ownership of the waste they generated. 10 rupees per home, and the salary will be paid to him. Then the fish cart magic. The time, how to do? We decided to do primary collection, and then secondary collection became a corporation. But before I started this tricycle, what was there in existence? A bullock cart. Oddly, the bulls were ill-fed, and we also thought it's in social injustice to make a person whom we call lower caste and make him collect by hand. He doesn't wear even a gloves. So subsequently, I filed a case. I mean, one of the parties, the case about manual scavenging, sending man to what you call the sewer system through the manual cover, opening the manual cover. So here, other minus I saw was, in case the trucks come, they will very badly maintained, it will cause smoke emission, and you can't switch off the engine, it will never start again, run out batteries. So I thought, why not use pedal energy? I approached James Rickshaw. Why don't you convert fish carts into tricycle cart? I was very reluctant. Today, Kashmir to Kanyakumari, tricycles become the cleanliness icon. There are different versions of it, all done by us, including battery operated, stage-based. The evolution was there. You can see it in separate presentation. So James Rickshaw, who was reluctant because he said it has a reputation as fish cart. If we make it a trash cart, fishermen will not buy. It was also used for goods transport. But he agreed, but he became millionaire because his cart sold. Without permission, he patented his ExNoRa cart. So waste naturals by using them up, and waste humans by not using it. Hence was born pedal energy, bully energy and pedal energy. When it is pedal energy. So this is what happened. So everywhere it started like a wildfire. In Chennai, Greater Chennai alone, at the time, Chennai and its peripheries, we had 980 chapters. People were managing and all. In fact, N. Ram appreciated ExNoRa united rich and poor, upper caste and lower caste. He was appreciated. You will see the video now after this. So Civic ExNoRa tricycle became the moving icon. We didn't stop there, and we had a Surat play came, that. After Surat play, India Today made an article which you are going to see. So we wanted to do fact-finding. What is the condition obtaining India? Our member Almitra Patel and Captain Velu, Senator J.S. Velu was the captain. So they went and entire India. They went to many places, but I'll tell you. So he started WasteNet News, Captain Velu, Bangalore address of ExNoRa Clean project. This is also address of Almitra Patel, Garbage Yatra. And it's very interesting to, and Velu, Captain Velu Odayar, even Sindhu Ram said, who is this man? I want to see. Because Velu's English was like that. So a public interest litigation was filed when Almitra Patel and Velu found garbage. Every town, Kashmir to Kanyakumari, India is one nation. You really collect the garbage from the street and dump it, drop it in a water body outside the city. So the case was led by J.S. Velu, Senator, and it is a vehicle given by Excel Industry. The photo 394, you can see the photo, 1994. Kushwant Singh, I'm a great friend and fan of him. He came and inaugurated it. So we are all part of history. It's not easy joke. Almitra Patel, Lita Krishnan, every matters introduce her. The important interview where Almitra Patel says she calls her garbologist, but she says principals say all came from Nirmal. The interview you can stop and read it. She said about Captain Velu and going this. 1 year they went and they said how long we can go. We have to get into action. So they filed a case in the Supreme Court. 94, 96 we got judgment. First case ever filed was by ExNoRa. That case on MSW rules. That became MSW rules 2000. First act. Following that, Chitralega made a cover story on me. And they called me Civic Gandhi. You can see the top photo, Charu Hasan standing outside his house. And Mahendra Desai, a great writer, Chitralega, he wrote for Chitra Gujarati, Marathi edition also carried that. I think it's a continuous articles, it's a cover story. So when these articles are published, the point is, if you do good work, you are noticed. So this Pramukh Swamiji of Swaminarayan Temple, he read it, he wanted to honor me. When I say honored, I was honored the day when Akshardham Temple was opened. So I was given a very rousing reception. He spoke, I was taken care, Pramukh Swamiji, and wherever I go, the Swaminarayan chapters are there. They will give me, I have to inform them, they give me utmost respect. Similar to 2000, Government of India has sequel the case filed in 1994 because the court required the government to enact a law. Then what we did, we took the ownership, we wanted to make community participation, making it human capital. For that we need an organization. RWA ExNoRa. Originally it was Civic ExNoRa. Corporation suggested, if you are Civic ExNoRa, we are not able to guess who you are. You call yourself Residence Welfare ExNoRa. Then we started granting affiliation to all the Residence Welfare Association. So track record, you are seeing that. First, the street corners were all very dirty, and there's a point where they'll urinate. I went to a road, they said Godown Street. These are the largest wholesale cloth merchants of South India. And look at the road. So God's gift is to play pun with words. It's not Godown Street, it is Go Down Street. But what people did? You will see. They made it God owns it. Go down. See, there was our motivation intervention. So there was no looking back. Yes, street after street after street after fell. This street corner urinal became like this. We brought communal harmony. We brought the Temple of Temples there itself. Every street on Sunday morning, people all pray together. Before, after. Everything in the country, Bharat, important. You put all gods. Indian flag will be there. You can see Indian map and flag. So India is important. We never, we are Indian first. That's what we have been telling. RWA ExNoRa. So you can see how it all turned. Again, Indian map. 3 hands are holding the torch. A Muslim, Christian, Hindu. I don't think cleanness can be achieved by only one faith. We need all support. Another road. People all speak so much about one poet, Valluvar. This is a place where Valluvar temple is there. The street corner was like that. Youth made it like this. The abandoned milk booth near Valluvar temple was used as a toilet. The students made it a library and a street garden. A bus was painted. I told him, play, can we clean up mess? India Today wrote a story, very popular story, cover story. So these are the pictures we are seeing. And whole India is sinking and stinking. That's what they said. Under garbage. But finally they said, happy news that ExNoRa shows the way. And that too, they shown the picture of Nawal Nagar, one of the dirtiest slum ones. ExNoRa using human capital did that. So, this is the right way. That's what India Today said. But how was this now than before? It was a bank of Buckingham Canal. It was full of dirt and garbage. You can see how we turned the corner. This was the condition before. Lock Nagar is called also and became good. So these are my contact details. You can stop, pause and note it. Human resource mobilization for VR1. So next program, it has been doing number of things for social justice. Very great activities. We will know separately. We will know ExNoRa for social justice. And ExNoRa believes in unity because globally we have climate change and consequent natural disasters like earthquake, tsunami, cyclones, landslide and all. Locally we have air pollution, dengue, corona and all. And we have people are dying every day. But we are tackling our common enemies, we are fighting between ourselves. So we ExNoRa believes that we should not get never divided. We have faith. I mean, love for all faiths. We say that I respect my faith, equally respect your respect for faith has been our motto. The Babri was pulled down. It didn't sound well for me. I thought it's not right because Hinduism. I was brought up. I'm a Hindu totally. My grandfather and all studied in Christian college. Father, they all constructed 5 temples, 5 Hindu temples, including the Perumal temple. Though we are Saivites, worship Shiva and Lord Muruga. But they also, now beyond that, they gave brick, sand, cement, and labor cost for construction of mosque and church. I asked my 3 grandfathers, why you didn't construct? They said, when you do that, we are interfering with religion. So, enough, we sponsor it. So, next day, what we did, Bhavani Mrs. Puldun, after 3 days, we took a team of all Sabarimala Hindus. We all entered the crowbar in the big mosque. They all got scared, Muslims, because only they saw only. So this program covered by all the newspapers, the front page. And I didn't stop with that. We had a number of communal armory program. This again you can see 22/1/99. You see the date, very beautiful date, 22/1/99. Of course, I'm flagging off because I decided I think myself a common to all faiths. Thank you for knowing ExNoRa history.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go and click the bell icon to get regular updates from our channel. In case you have missed any videos, please visit the channel page by clicking the channel icon.